This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A give right side for Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Gibbs straight ahead. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, 42 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 70 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Goff now looking to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw is Daniels. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DJ able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. An extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific out. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to him on 1st down. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? Still going. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was because defensively, you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it. And really, no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Goff going to shift him around. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Gibbs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back and forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the give, here's Gibbs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Another run for Gibbs here.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Goff now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Powering his way forward. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Rondale Moore, 53 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally throw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. To the air goes Daniels. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Moore, the man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Breaks through the contact. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Back to throw. Daniels. forced out to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. Looking to throw. Daniels. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Goff. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there. 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Now he's forced out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Daniels. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Yeah, almost a win for the defense. But if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle of Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Back to throw again. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out of the open space and try to give him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. To throw is Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Daniels. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15 he goes. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Still going. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL,
In high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Going deep for Montgomery. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, and he dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, Goff. Throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Now it's 2nd and 10. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now it's Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Goff now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. 4th down to give to Gibbs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I know Paul here talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got McLaurin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Daniels. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Garden. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.